Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham Rekah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us the truth and who rule well. Peace and citations unto the Hakim that is spreading around the four corners of the earth, spreading the spirit and sincerity and the truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. I'm the brother Quatas of Zion, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai with another lesson, with another video, and Lord willing, this video is edifying. So in this episode of Prophecy of the Day, I want to jump into John 15, verse 13, and it reads, Greater love had no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. God. So there's no greater love than this, as it says in the book of St. John 15. Let's go to that. Because what did Yahushai say? We need to love the brotherhood like you love yourself, you know? Let me go. John 15. Bear with me. God, this is John 15, verse 12. This is my commandment. This is Yahushai speaking. There's red letters. So it reads, This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I loved you. And greater love had no man than this, that the man laid down his life for his friends. God, and that's what Yahushai did. Yahushai did that pursuing to Isaiah 53, where he was brutally battered and beaten for the sins of the nation of Israel, which are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But he also laid down his life for the elect, so that they might be saved, so that they might join him in the latter times, in the end of the times, you know. Because when Yahushua was on the scene 2,000 years ago, that was the end of the world. It was the end of the age. But now we are at the end of the times, you know. Because when he was on the scene, it was the beginning of the end of the times, but now we're at the end of the times. So what did he do? He laid down his life as an atonement, because to atone for something means that blood has to be shed, and he shed his blood for the atonement of the elect's sins. You know, first and foremost, the governing body that's going to rule when the kingdom of heaven, when the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to be established here upon earth. So that's for who he laid down his life, you know. Reading on, verse 14, Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Verse 15, Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth, but I called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. You see? So Yahushai, he sees the elect as his friends because he declared everything. As I was going into during the lesson this past Saturday, the law was established, the law of Moses, but Yahushai came to fill in the gaps, because these people, they wanted to obtain righteousness by the law, but Yahushai came to fill those gaps, you know, the questions about the Sabbath and doing work on the Sabbath, healing on the Sabbath, you know, certain things where you had gray areas. He came to make that clear, you know. So everything that he knew, that he heard of his Father, he made known unto the disciples and apostles. But to these Sadducees and Pharisees, he made it difficult for them, because he didn't want to save them. You know, he knows who they are. He knows who they are in the spirit. So he was telling them parables and stuff like that. But to the disciples, he made everything plain. You know, that's why they are his friends, the elect. You know, that's why in the kingdom of heaven, you're going to have Yahweh, then Yahushai, then King David, and then the 12 disciples, you know, which are going to be ruling over the elect. You see? So Yahushai said, Ye are my friends, because he made known everything from his side, you know, what his Father had proclaimed to him. So now, let's see what we have to do to be counted worthy to be seen as friends of Yahushai. And this is 1 John 3, verse 18. My little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. You see? As Yahushai said, let we love each other like we love ourselves. You know? Verse 19, and hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. You see? So we should assure our hearts before him, before Yahweh, first and foremost, but through Yahushai. So let's go into that word assure.
Strong's G 3982. Peitho. Peitho.
Peitho. And the outline of biblical usage says, persuade, to persuade, induce one by words to believe. But this is the point. To make friends. You see? So we are trying to make friends with Yahweh, Yahushai. We are trying to win their favor. How? Through deeds, not through only speaking, you know. Through deeds and truth, as it says. Let me read it again. My children, let us not love in word, you know, not only with your mouth, neither in tongue, but in deed and truth. So you have got to love the church of Yahushai to show that you are a friend to Yahushai. Because the church of Yahushai is the body of Yahushai. If Yahushai was here, would you do certain things to a certain brother? No. You see what Yahushai did to, I don't know which one of the apostles exactly, but he washed his feet. So he came to minister. He ministered unto his brother, and that's what we also need to do if we're in that. If you have the chance to do that, if you have the capability to do it, then it is your obligation to love him in deed and in truth, just like how you love Yahushai. And hereby we know that we are of the truth and shall assure our hearts before him. You see? So meaning we are trying to make friends with the Most High. We are trying to make friends with Yahushai. For if our heart condemn us, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is greater than our hearts and knoweth all things. God, so he knows your thoughts before you even done it. You see, so you got to be a man of your word and do what you say. You know, don't say one thing and then you don't do it. You see? God. So going back, let me jump to 1 Thessalonians. 1 Thessalonians 4, verse 14. And it reads, for if we believe that Yahushai died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushai will Yahweh bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Meaning the ones that laid down their lives, you know, as a friend of Yahushai, Yahweh, they are not gonna have last dibs, or they are not gonna come after the ones that are living. No, they are the ones that showed that their true friendship, you know. They laid their life down for the truth. They died in the truth. So the men that are alive and remain, they're not gonna prevent them which are asleep. Meaning, prevent is an old English word, so it means to come before, you know. So the men that are alive on this side, they are not gonna come before the ones that died in the truth. You see? Why? This is why. Let's go to the book of Psalms 116, verse 15, and I'm ended on that. This is Psalms 116, verse 15. Precious is in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. You see? So the Most High finds it a precious thing when his saints, when his servants die in the truth. That is precious to the Lord. So they are going to come before the ones that are alive and the ones that remain on this side. Of course, he's not going to forsake them. But when Yahushua comes with his glory and with the chariots, the ones that are dead in Yahushua, in the truth, they shall be risen first. Because the Most High said, Psalms 116, verse 15, precious in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is the death of his saints. You see? So this is a prophecy that's going to come to pass. Certain ones of us are going to die in this truth. Certain ones of us are going to be martyrs for this truth. But keep in mind, John 15 and 13, it says, greater love had no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friends. So it's pursuing to Yahushua, that you lay your life down for Yahushua. But also, if you are in camp, it is a great thing to protect the brotherhood. So if you sacrifice yourself, know that you are going to be rewarded. And if you die in the truth, that you are going to be risen up first with Yahushua when he comes. So with that, I hope this video was motivating and edifying. So I want to say, Kal halal yamla Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rika Kodash. Shalom Akim.